Daddy, who's better, Messi or Pelé?
August, that's a question fans have debated for decades. Two legends, two different styles, two different eras. I'll tell you about those epic cards that you see in just a moment. But first, let's break down who is the greatest, Messi versus Pelé, and keep score. We're going to compare their skills, trophies, and their impact. At the end, we'll see who gets the edge. So Pelé was born in Brazil in 1940. He grew up playing soccer with a sock stuffed with newspapers. By his teenage years, people were already calling him the king. At just 17 years old, he led Brazil to a World Cup title. Nobody had ever seen anything like him. Messi was born in Argentina in 1987. Unlike Pelé, Messi was tiny. Doctors worried he wouldn't grow big enough to play soccer. But Barcelona saw his genius. He moved to Spain at 13 and became the greatest player the club had ever seen. But now let's break down who is the true GOAT, category by category. Let's start with ball control and dribbling. Messi dribbles the ball like it's glued to his foot. He has a really low center of gravity, and that lets him weave through defenders like water. Pelé was pretty electric too. His stepovers and feints left defenders just feeling lost. He had more of an upright style, but his control was elite. I'm gonna have to give this one to Messi, probably the best dribbler in history. Now let's talk about goal scoring. Messi has over 800 goals and counting, the most in modern football. But Pelé, he scored 1,283 goals, more than anyone ever. More goals, more ways to score. Gotta give this one to Pelé. Now, let's get into playmaking and vision. Messi isn't just a scorer, he's one of the best passers ever. His vision is next level. Pelé was a great playmaker too, but his role was really more of a striker. I gotta give Messi this one. His passing is legendary. Now let's talk about World Cup titles. This one's clear. Pelé won 3 World Cups, the most by any superstar player. Now Messi finally won his in 2022. That was massive. It was one of the greatest finals ever. Messi's win was iconic, but 3 beats 1. Pelé takes the World Cup category. But now we got to get into club achievements. Messi has dominated club soccer. 4 Champions League titles, 10 La Liga titles. Now Pelé won 2 Copa Libertadores titles, but South American club football wasn't as deep then. Gotta give the club category to Messi. His club career was unmatched. Now let's talk about individual accomplishment. Messi has won 8 Ballon d'Ors, more than anyone. Pelé wasn't eligible back then, but FIFA later gave him 7 honorary ones. Gonna give this one to Messi, but only because of the rule changes. Now we gotta pull back and look at global ambassador and influence. Pelé made soccer a global sport. He brought it to the US, he inspired Africa, he changed the game forever. Messi's also a game changer. He's carrying the torch today, including his MLS move and his Apple TV deal. Those are huge. But overall, this one is clearly Pelé. He made soccer a worldwide game. So, overall, in my tally at least, Pelé has 4, Messi has 3, so Pelé wins by a hair. But here's the thing, Messi's story isn't finished yet. He's still playing, still breaking records, and still making history. Now, let me tell you about these cards. The first one, that's a Leaf Electrum Thunder, numbered to just 8, and signed by Messi himself. One of only 8 in the world. The other one is a Panini Select Historic Signatures, numbered to 125, signed by Pelé himself. One of the greatest collectibles for one of the greatest players, probably the greatest player of all time. Now, August, that means that where you're touching right now, the greatest soccer players of all time have touched. Their hands sign that sticker that's on those cards. You're not just holding a collectible. You are touching history.